Today, let's talk about Copilot licensing. Everything from free to the M365 Copilot license to Copilot Credits, the different products, what licenses they consume, and just try to wrap our heads around what are all the things we have available to us, what's it going to cost to use them. If that sounds like fun, or not fun, but at least something you need to learn, then let's switch over to my desktop and take a look. First, let's start with Copilot Chat. So if you have an M365 license, right? So an E1, E3, E5, A1, any of those different M365 licenses, right? Which you probably, if you didn't have when you're watching this, then you automatically have access to Copilot Chat. So like if I go here to m365.cloud.microsoft and then /chat, you can see that I'm logged in. I'm logged in as Chewy the dog. And down here at the bottom, you're going to see M365 Copilot Basic. Okay, so that means is that you do not have the premium license. No one's given you the $30 per month license, but that's okay. There's a couple reasons that you still want to come here, right? One is that this is, your Microsoft large language model, right? This is your Microsoft AI chat tool. And what's great about it is that it is protected by enterprise data protection, right? You see the little green mark over here? Enterprise data protection applies to this chat. That is key. That means they're not going to use your data, whatever you type in here, to train future models. They're not going to share it with anyone. They're not going to sell it to anyone. This is the safest place for you to have chats, especially when it is about information that you don't want shared, right? Like the way I tell it here at TMC is I'm like, hey, if it's not something you wouldn't want posted on the internet, then you shouldn't be putting it in other chat tools, right? I know some of them have different things. Like, I don't know if I trust all those vendors, quite frankly. So anyway, that one is here, and everyone with an M365 license, as long as you log in, you have access to it. You still got your chat history over here. You got search. You got the ability to use agents if they've been pushed out to you. Other things, like they keep kind of announcing and adding more features here. So make sure that if it's an opportunity for you, you're going to want to use this one, if nothing else. Also, still logged in as Chewy here. So with the free account in the Word, for example, right, I still have the Copilot option. And so you're going to be able to use that to work on this document, ask questions, help it with edits, review, tell if you're doing a good job. So you don't get all the same advanced functionality, but you get a lot for quote unquote free, just included with your Microsoft 365 license. Okay. Now, if you want to step up your game, you want to make it a little bit better, then what you're going to do is you're going to want to look at the M365 Copilot license. So over here in this browser, right, we're logged in as me. And so down here at the bottom, you can see M365 Copilot Premium. So I have that $30 per user per month license, right? And you might pay something different, but I have that paid additional license. So I have my Microsoft 365 account, my E3, E5, whatever, and then I bolted on that extra license, and then that gives me a whole host of additional functionality. The number one that most people start with here is the fact that I now have Work IQ, right? So notice up here at the top, I have a little Work IQ button. If we go back over here to Chewy did not have a Work IQ button. And the reason for that is because that came with that premium license that I purchased. And what Work IQ means is it gives it access to all of my Office 365 data. So my Outlook, my Teams meetings, my Teams chats, my SharePoint data, all of that stuff, my calendar, everything about me that it knows from an org perspective is at my fingertips. So if I ask questions here, I now have the Work IQ. I have that additional context layer of information that comes from all of the work I've been doing in Office 365 for years and years and years. This makes this a great tool to take that chat experience and amplify it by adding all that additional context. And when you're talking to a large language model, a chatbot, if you will, right, context is king. Now, we're not going to get into all the features of this today, right? But there's a ton of cool stuff in here. You got tasks, you got notebooks, you got the ability to build agents, you got researcher, you got analyst, you've got the create option. There's a lot of things that having that additional license unlocks. And the same thing, if we were to go over into Word or Excel and PowerPoint, then when I'm in that experience, like we showed with Chewy here, let's open one of those up real quick. So here in Word, when I click on the Copilot icon, same type of thing. I'm going to have the ability to add that Work IQ. So if I ask questions about what's going on in this file, Yes, it can see the file, but it has the broader context. So it might be like, hey, you've talked about this before, or hey, I updated this section based on this other information I saw in your email or your Teams chats, or that type of thing, right? So we have that additional layer of info. Also, if we hit the plus there, we don't have additional things. Like there's that researcher agent in there. There's a special legal agent. I need to do a video on that one. I haven't done it yet. Analyst, I could pull in other agents as well. So lots of really great stuff here. And so remember, this required a Microsoft 365 account, which we already had, and then that additional M365 Copilot license, which some people call premium. It's technically not the name, but because it says premium down here, a lot of people say it, so I forgive them. Okay, next up, we have Cowork. So Cowork, a little bit more complicated of a licensing story. So we had to have that Microsoft 365 account, right? We had to have the Microsoft 365 Copilot license, the license that we were just talking about, right? So it means Chewy doesn't have this because he doesn't have that license. But that license only unlocks the front door. That lets me get to this Cowork screen. If I want to use Cowork, and man, I do because I love me some Cowork, then you also need to understand that Copilot is going to use credits. So everything that I do in here, everything that I ask it questions about, it is going to require me to use credits. Like let's click on one of these real quick. And so for example, this is one that I was using, so I needed to know when both Nicola and I were available. I could have went to Outlook and figured it out myself. I just asked Cowork. It went and spun on both of our calendars and it returned this lovely little blocks of, hey, these are the windows that you both have available. Now, when I do something like this, remember it uses credits. So if we do a /cost like that and hit enter, then it's going to tell me that it used 94.3 credits. And so keep that in mind. That is using Copilot credits for every one of these. Now, when it comes to getting Copilot credits, there's really two ways to think about them. One is you can turn on pay-as-you-go. When you turn on pay-as-you-go, every credit is going to use a penny. So for example, that call right there would have used 94 cents. It saved me like 15 minutes looking at calendars and combining information, and it cost 94 cents. That's a pretty good return on my investment there. That's one option. Another option is there's a lot of ways to buy pre-purchased packs, whether they are monthly reoccurring packs. So a lot of us like the $200 per month pack to get you 25,000 credits. So 0.8 cents, right? So if this was 1 cent a credit, it's 0.8 cents a credit. And so you get those credits. Now it's a use it or lose it every month. Or you can buy pre-done packages of like, hundreds of thousands of credits and just have them sitting out there and available until you burn them down. But no matter how you look at it, you're going to use Copilot credits. Also, those are the same Copilot credits that our dear friend Copilot Studio uses. So just keep that in the back of your mind. The same license I'm using to run my Copilot Studio agents, the credit pack for that, is also feeding my Cowork credits. And then as you're rolling this out, like one of the things we've done here is we've put limits on how many credits people can use. If they hit their limit, they can request more. And we kind of have a process in place to manage that, because what I don't want is someone to go rogue and use $1 million worth of credits one month and be like, oh, there's the bill. Like we can't have that. So that's why we're trying to be really smart about this particular thing. But once again, Cowork, M365 license, M365 Copilot license, and then credits for everything you do. Hey, if you're enjoying this, I've got Copilot classes, right? Go to training.powerapps911.com. I do both live and on-demand classes where I'm teaching things like Copilot, Copilot Studio, Cowork, and helping you be better with these tools so that you can, take you and your business forward into this new AI world. That sounded really kind of pretentious, didn't it? Oh well. Anyway, back to the video. All right, then one more tool. And so if you missed the video, I'll put a link somewhere up there, right? But Microsoft Scout rolled out a month ago or so. And so Microsoft Scout is Microsoft's built kind of on the OpenClaw framework, but the idea is it can do a lot of the same things that Cowork can do. The big difference being is that Scout can even interact with my local PC. So it can run PowerShell on my computer. It can interact with the files in the local file system. It can run apps. Like it has a much broader range. Whereas when we're thinking about my dear friend Cowork here, Cowork is working within the confines of the cloud and my M365 tenant, or if I have some plugins, maybe a little bit of additional range there, but It's kind of locked in a box, though Cowork now can also use a browser, so that's pretty cool. But Scout has this broader reach. Now, Scout is brand new. I've not done a lot with it at this point, but from a licensing standpoint, it's important to understand that you're gonna need a lot of licenses to get going with this one, okay? You're gonna need your Microsoft 365 account. We've all got one of those. You're gonna need your Microsoft 365 Copilot license, right? The one that lit up all the other features we talked about. You are going to need a GitHub, either business or enterprise accounts, right? So today you have to be tied into a GitHub business or enterprise account. And the reason for that is then that GitHub, everything that you do with Scout is going to use GitHub Copilot credits. So those are different than the Copilot credits that I talked about for Cowork and for Copilot Studio. Remember, those two use the same credit. Scout uses the same AI credits as the GitHub repository. So you kind of have two different credit pools that you're pulling from there. Now, Scout, because it's using those GitHub credits, I think they are also available as pay-as-you-go at 1 cent per month. Or with your GitHub subscription, it comes with a base pack of credits as well. So you're going to have those to your name as well. And I bet there's probably some other purchasing options I just haven't discovered yet. So I wouldn't be surprised there's a prepaid package for additional capacity there. But keep that in mind. Even though Scout feels very much like part of the Copilot Microsoft 365 ecosystem, it's using the same credits that the GitHub Copilot is using. And so speaking of that, right, we also have GitHub Copilot, and it needs, of course, the licenses we just talked about there, GitHub Copilot license, and then some way to get credits there. But, it's kind of a pro-devy thing, so we're not too worried about that. So now that I tell you all these things have costs, right, a lot of people are really struggling today. Like, well, when should I use what? Okay. And so the way that I think about it is like, you want to start kind of the same place you started the video. Can the thing that you want to do be done with chat? If it can, then chat is an all-you-can-eat buffet, right? You're not paying for usage or consumption, so take advantage of what chat can do, and boom, 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 no additional bills for that. Great way to do it. Now, if chat can't do what you want, then we sort of say, okay, well, can Cowork do it? And so, for example, the one where I was pulling the calendars together. So I started in chat. I said, hey, chat, because it didn't cost me anything just to try it first in chat. I gave that same exact prompt I showed you to chat and said, give me the calendars for the rest of the week. And it only did 2 days. Boo, right? Chat was limited. Like chat struggles when it needs to iterate through lots of information like that, or, compile a bunch of stuff. If you say, go look at all my emails for the last month, it's just going to laugh in your face. It's got a smaller window of like what it can look at any given time. So then that's why I went and did the same task in Cowork. And so Cowork, is much better at, that tenacious iterating through things. But when it comes to Cowork, we can use skills, we can use connectors and custom, reach out to things that we build MCP plugins for. But Cowork is mostly scoped to the M365 cloud. So, which in most cases is exactly what I need. But if I'm trying to do something locally on my PC, I'm trying to do, something very code heavy, something that is, going to require, local interface, then that's where I'm going to go to Scout. Okay, so that's kind of how you look at the 3 different tools. I'm not saying that's the perfect answer, but that is the answer today. And sometimes people are like, okay, well, where does Copilot Studio fit into that equation? And so the answer there then is Copilot Studio is, if you think about Scout for building a personal agent, right? That's one of the things it does really great. It becomes this a personal agent for you. If you want to build an agent that is going to be for your team, for your department, for your whole organization, for your customers, you want lots of people interacting with. Or if you want to build an agent that is tied to a lot of different resources, right? That's where you're going to look at Copilot Studio. Copilot Studio is meant to be built, packaged professionally, and then deployed, whether it's to internal users, it's to your customers, it's on your public website, it's connected to your telephony system. And not only does it have all this extra packaging stuff, but it also then, is much more scalable. It's better at that type of, larger context stuff. And it has the 1,500 connectors from the Power Platform already built in. So it can do and talk to a lot of things without going and literally writing your own plugins. So that's how I think about it, right? Scout, personal assistant agent, Copilot Studio is when I'm going to, create an agent for me, my team, my customers that way. So there you go. Hopefully this helps you. I've gotten these types of questions a lot, so I thought throwing them into a video would hopefully help some people have the light bulb go, oh, okay, I kind of get where this is, and they can plan accordingly, because let's face it, there's a lot of licensing challenges there, and if you're not the one deciding the licensing, then you're going to need to be able to articulate what you're getting with the different ones. Hopefully this video helped. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. And then remember, we can always help you here at Power Apps 911. We've got services where we can get in and help you figure out which of these we want to do. We can help you build on them. We can help you train on these. We can help you govern on these. We are doing a lot with customers in this space. We can even sell you the licenses on these, right? If you need to buy some of those licenses. Okay, with that, I'm going to say thanks and have a great day.